Tension as you plan mega and tension as at this time last year, the SARS protest was still on. I remember October 20th was the day that youth were reported to be by the media and also by other killed by security forces in Nigeria forces. So tension as youth plan mega entrance anniversary. In response to that, the police carried armored tanks, policemen deployed to Lekki Toll Plaza. Armored tanks, policemen deployed to Lekki Toll Plaza. Police across Nigeria for joint ranks. CP area commander, DPO squadron commander, no red alert. CP police area commander, DPO commander on red alert over the purported mega anniversary. The exchange rate officially low, since the exchange rate artificially low. Really, I don't understand what it's saying. I know in the banks we have $410, back of them we have 570. I don't know. The new telegraph this morning. Tension as youth plan mega anniversary, mega NSAS anniversary. Remember, last year October 20th, and looking at last year till now is 1 year anniversary when we had killings at the Lekki Toll Gate. Armored tanks, policemen deployed to Lekki Toll Plaza. Police across Nigeria join ranks. Police across Nigeria join ranks over the same protest. CP area commanders, DPO squadron commanders on red alert. CP area commanders, DPO squadron commanders on red alert. Exchange rate artificially low, says Osibajo. Exchange rate artificially low, says Osibajo. Is it the 410 over 400 naira at the bank or black market 570? I don't know which one he's talking about. He asked CBN to bow to market forces. Asked CBN to bow to market forces. Insecurity. Buhari orders Defense Ministry to start production of weapons. Buhari orders Defense Ministry to start production of weapons. Artificial sweeteners could make you hungrier. Artificial sweeteners could make you hungrier. If I understand what that means some of these things we take, these artificial sweeteners that's being put in our drinks and beverages, could make you tastier and hungrier. The new telegraph this morning, okay, the Sun newspaper this morning, Daily Sun. We are working for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Ekurimandu is saying, we are working for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Wazirike laments raiding of BIM Masop's office in Imo by naval personnel. Wazirike laments raiding of BIM Masop office in Imo by naval personnel. Osibajo recommends devaluation of Naira. Osibajo recommends devaluation of Naira. Claims exchange rate artificially low. Claims exchange rate artificially low. Nigeria must decisively tackle its debt challenges. Additional. Nigeria must decisively tackle its debt challenges. Seplat Energy will provide solution to Africa's energy challenge. Seplat Energy will provide solution to Africa's energy challenge. Okay, here we have Chief Whip of the Senate and leader of the National Assembly delegation, Senator Oji Kalu, and the Speaker, National Assembly of Djibouti, Honorable Mohammed Ali Humed, at the 76th session of the Executive Committee and 43rd Conference of National Parliamentary Assembly of African Parliamentary Assembly. Second Niger Bridge, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, orders to be completed by 2023. Second Niger Bridge, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, orders to be completed by 2023. That is from Buhari. Three Pupils siblings feared killed as commercial vehicle runs over them. Okay, Pandora Papers. I have $15 million, not $500 million in offshore accounts. Peter Obi is saying that I have $15 million, not $500 million in offshore accounts, according to the Pandora investigation papers. Admits paying 50 million naira yearly taxes in Nigeria. Admits paying 50 million naira yearly taxes in Nigeria. Buhari's second term, productive, remarkable, SGF is saying. Buhari's second term is productive and remarkable, SGF says Federal Executive Council granted 1,403 approvals in 6 years, 579 in second term alone. Okay, let's move on to Arabia this morning. Mr. Charles, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. My name is Charles Isuchukwonyadi.
Okay, let's look at tension as youth here for Mega NSAS anniversary.
Who is for Mega anniversary as in based on NSAS as of last year? Because remember, by this time last year, the NSAS was still on stage, right? Yeah. So who the tension is for who? Is it for the youth or for the government? Because if we are not afraid of the bad things you are doing, I don't think the youth celebrating the anniversary should be of a burden to you. So why should you be afraid? Why should you be coming out and telling the whole world that there is a tension because the youth are out there, they want to celebrate?
The police has said that nobody should come out.
Why would they order? They have no right to ask anybody not to come out. Because, my brother, if they are not careful, the one that is more than NSAD will still come on stage. So forget about whatever the police are doing, whatever the DSS, the controller, anywhere, as in the different security personnel are doing. You cannot tell the youth to sit at home simply because you want to achieve your own selfish interest. Why should there be tension? Because I want to celebrate what has been on stage, what has been on ground over a year now. Why are you afraid? If you know that what you are doing is not in consonant with what the youth are in line with, you shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't have been coming out and telling the whole world that because the youth are there to celebrate their own personal anniversary, to celebrate the NSAS that have been taking place for some years. By this time last year, September, I think, whatever, October, I think, and you are there telling the whole world that there should be tension. I don't think that.
No, last year the NSAS protest caused a lot of damages.
Yes, I know.
So that's what maybe the government is trying to avoid.
What if they are trying to avoid the damages that have been they destroyed? They know the right thing to do. They know what to do to stop all these damages. They should stop embezzling our funds. Do you know that during this NSAS, a lot of things that were meant as in people that you never knew, you never believed that they are stealing money. People that you never believed that they have money banks in their houses. A lot of things in their houses. This NSAS really open up their, it exposes them. So there's nothing like that, nothing of such. So destruction or not destruction, the government knows what to do for there not to be another havoc, pandemonium, or any other thing in the society. As long as the youth are concerned, they will go ahead and celebrate. If you like, tell the youth that they shouldn't come out. lock them inside different rooms and houses, padlock the whole rooms, definitely on that very day they will still come out.
Mm.
So they know what
Have
to
we
do.
really achieved anything with the NSAS protest?
Yes, to me, I would say we have achieved.
What have we achieved?
Good. Now, there are so many things, like I said, you find out that there's so many secrecy that's been owned by this government that you never knew. But this NSAS has opened it up. I remember there's a place called this in Lagos State that a rice was being given, a palliative was given that they should share to the whole world, to the whole citizens, and it was not shared. And the people during this NSAS, people decided to fish it out, and people went there and they were bringing out those things. Even you and I were surprised. So such a thing exists in this country. A lot of food are there that has been given by, I think it's an NGO that were giving all those palliative that they should share to for citizens or to citizens. But they refused to do that. For this NSAS, I remember there's a ballet here, or Oba, if I'm not mistaken, in one of the Lagos places here, in Coffin. Coffin, that was where he was storing his dollars, millions upon billions of dollars. I was opportunity to saw it on video.
Billions of dollars.
Yes, it's dollar. It was on Coffin. He hid it inside his own house. Then the youth went there, they burned the houses, and they were stealing both cameras, DVD, plasma, different things. People were there fetching out money. If something like that did not take place, believe me, you and I wouldn't have known that there's a lot of things going on in this country. That something like that somebody can store money in his own house with a coffin. It happens in Lagos here. You and I know that we are opportune to be in Lagos when it was happening. The difference there is that we did not go there, but I saw it. It was on camera. People going into a balance house, there were, money. I saw money in coffee. They were bringing out money. Money was, even different digital, different things that was being brought out from that particular house. If there's no answers, a lot of things wouldn't have been exposed. It wouldn't have been exposed by the youth or through the government. But the answers have helped a lot. Because if they are still, these answers have now allowed the so-called governmental people to strategize. If they are hiding money in their coffin, now they have to rethink and devise another means of doing it. But the answers, my brother, we actually learned a lot in this government because a lot of things took place. So you cannot tell me the answers. Go and ask any average young guy, young boy in this community, in this country. He will tell you that answer really exposes these our politicians.
Okay. Somebody say NSA has made police brutality of youths in Nigeria an international issue. He exposed police brutality to international world.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The brutality and the material things that most of these politicians have stolen. Because you and I know that it's only in Nigeria that a thief will steal billions upon millions of dollars, yet they will give him a guide. A police people will be guiding a thief. But go and tell somebody that you are hungry simply because you want to eat food and you mistakenly took this thing and put in your stomach, they will arrest you. They will say, burn him there. But you and I know that a thief in this country, being the politicians, they will steal billions upon billions of naira, and escort will be given to them with guns and ammunition just to guide them. So this answers, there's a lot of things that has been learned from these answers. But the brutality, watch out. How many policemen in those days, if you go to Agege here, you didn't do anything, you dress well as a young man, they will just arrest you just for no cause because they need food, they need money for that day. And then before you know what is happening, they will look for one allegation or the other to fix it on you, that this is what you did, and they will start collecting money from you. But these answers, my brother, walk along the street of Lagos, it will be very difficult for you, just like that, for a policeman to see you just like that and start arresting you anyhow. Because they are actually afraid of unknown. They don't know who is who now. I don't know if you are getting me. So the brutality by the SARS, there was an exposure through this answer. There was an exposure as based on the brutality of the Nigerian police people and the security services.
Okay. Ekuremadu is saying that We are working for Nnamdi Kanu's release. That is a Ekwerem Madu.
Well, Ekwerem Madu, is one of the senators I've been respecting in my whole life because I was opportune to have been to his house at Mpu in Enugu State. Every 31st December, from my maternal home being in Shagu, we normally go to his house to celebrate Xmas every 31st December. I'm from Imo State.
Someone is asking, will you join the mega anniversary? BK.
Why not?
Will you join?
Why I would join? BK, my man, I will join.
I need to see you that day.
BK, I will join, and I promise you, I will be there. My BK, my greatest BK.
I will be there also.
I will be there.
Make sure I cover you.
No problem, I will be there. Now, Ekwerem Madu is one of the men I respected a lot. So, but when he was saying that they are working on the release of Nnamdi Kanu, these are the things that have been expected from him. These are things that have been expected from most of these are prominent Igbo and Yorubas. Sunday Igboho is there. Nnamdi Kanu is there. They need to come out with something. Because the Igbos are no more happy with them. We have great men. Because, my brother, if you should count like 10 people, 5 great men now that are still alive in this country, in Igbo land, Ekwerem Madu is there. If I'm not mistaken, if not because of the bad government we are into, if not because of, let's say, for instance, one is bringing out somebody that will become the president of this country, Ekwerem Madu should be number 1 person.
What about Peter Obi?
Forget about Peter Obi. Now, what am I trying to say?
Why do you say I forget about Peter Obi?
Because there's no way you can compare Peter Obi with Ekwerem Madu, who has seen it all.
Ekwerem Madu that was stoned.
There's nothing.
Yes.
That is why I'm telling you this. He was stoned in Germany because they were not there to do what is right for them to do. That's the analysis I'm trying to bring to you, to your notice now. These are if I said if you count 5 great Igbo men that are still alive, Ekwerem Madu should be there. But they have failed everyone. They have failed us. Because they should not be there, and most of the people, most of the young Igbo boys are there dying. Most of the young able-bodied men are there dying. And now, you have seen it all, that things are no more working in orderliness, in consonant with what you really want, to you people's selfish interest. You are not coming out to tell us that you are working on the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And these are things that have been expected you to, that there's an expectation for people to come out and join hands with a lot of great men that have been doing it and release and say it out that we want to release this young man. But you are not doing it. Unlike now, people have been dying. If you go to East, yesterday, go to Imo State, there was a very, very serious war in Imo State yesterday. As a sit at home.
They will sit at home, yeah. Blackout.
My brother, blackout. They opened Douglas Market at Owerri. Even a fly cannot even move. It's like they are beginning to see there's an effect on what the Igbo youths, most of the Igbo people are doing. Now they are trying to bring back that they want to release Nnamdi Kanu. And these are things, how many people have gone down? How many people have died? And these are things that has been expected from people like them. Because if you count, like in the Senate House, if you count from 1 to 5, Ekwerem Madu is there. And then he has the saying, he has, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you count from 1 to 5, he is there among the biggest senators we have in this country. But he's there doing nothing. So now you have seen that a lot of things is now going badly, wrongly, roughly. But even if you are not careful, maybe things have been affecting his own side. Now he's not talking about they want to release, they are working on how to release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, you are working on how to release Nnamdi Kanu. We appreciate that. But you have messed up the entire Igbo youth, the entire Igbo land. Because these are things that you are supposed to have been done as earlier as possible.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Ekwerem Madu.
Thank you.
His new title. You are giving him another title.
Mr. Ekwerem Madu. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Okay, let's go. Osibajo recommends devaluation of Naira, claims exchange rate artificially low. I don't understand.
I think Osibajo should better stay in his area of expertise. because this is advice that is coming from him. I think it is at variance with the opinion that is being held by experts in management of economy, in economics and all that. Because for me, the effect of the devaluation of the naira is taking its toll on the economy and on the citizens. So maybe Oshibanjo need to explain further to tell Nigerians why he see from a different perspective from the way experts see it. So I think that is much I can say about that.
Say, Nigeria must decisively tackle its debt challenges.
That one, no doubt.
Decisively.
If this current government, which is a part of, is borrowing recklessly like we are seeing, I think he's in a better position to even advise the government to halt this borrowing trend rather than coming to the public. Because for me, it's like playing to the gallery because you have an unfettered access to Mr. President.
Okay.
So you should do us good by approaching Mr. President and advising him rather than playing to the gallery to be on the same side with the public.
Okay, let's move over. Tension at youth plan mega anniversary. They say Mr. Matthew is a politician. Okay.
Who is saying that? Who is saying that?
He doesn't have a name. Social media theater. Let's continue.
He doesn't have a name. He is equally a politician. He doesn't have a name.
Social media theater. That's
I know that is his. Okay,
tension as youth plan mega anniversary. The police are saying that no, nothing of that sort should happen.
Okay, I think let's just look at the answers. What necessitated it. And again, had the government addressed the issues that necessitated answers, well, let's look at the 5 of 5 demand of the protesters ab initio.
Okay.
They talk about releasing of all the people, all the persons that were arrested by security agencies. Talk about justice for all deceased and victims of SARS and police brutality. They talked about psychological evaluation and retraining of police personnel. They talk about the salary of the police. I think there's a last one anyway. Now,
and they talk about ending SARS.
They talk about ending SARS. Now, if you look at the 5 of 5 demand of the SARS protesters and the government position from the beginning that they have accepted to address it, and if you marry, if you juxtapose it with the current scenario, do we now say that the government have sufficiently addressed it? I don't think so. Because let's take for instance, the training of police personnel and psychological evaluation. Do we still witness police brutality up to today? The police still treat Nigerians with disdain? Yes, of course. Meaning they have not addressed that. The issue that has to do with police welfare, their salary. Has their salary been improved? Obviously, no. So, to that extent, the government have not done that. The police brutality, victims of police brutality and SARS brutality, have they been adequately and appropriately compensated? Obviously, no. Because as at the last count, some states started paying compensation to some victims. But at the point, some states refused to pay, saying that the federal government who own police have the responsibility to pay for their negligence. As such, even the ones that were paying stopped paying. So the way it stands, the government have not been able to address that. But again, I think the only area you say the government have addressed adequately is setting up of independent panels of inquiries in all the respective states that are involved to deal with the issue. But the recommendation and the judgment and the verdict coming out from these respective panels, the victims have not been adequately compensated. Because like I just said, they are waiting for federal government to take the lead in paying those compensations, having been the owner of police that have brutalized Nigerians. So to that extent, do we now sufficiently say that the demand of Nigerians through NSAS have been addressed? Obviously, no, it has not been addressed.
Should this warrant another protest?
Even if it warrant another protest, I don't think it should be to the point of wanton destruction of life and property. Ab initio, personally, I condemn the killing of policemen, just as I condemn the killing of Nigerians by police, army, and others. Because however I look at it, life is sacrosanct. It doesn't matter who takes life. Nobody had the right to take someone else's life. Because you cannot create life. If, though it's equally wrong to burn vehicle or burn houses, but as human, you can manufacture vehicle, you can rebuild houses, but as you cannot create life. So by our standard, it's wrong by every standard to take life. But holistically, I think the government have not addressed all the issues substantially that led to NSAS. Then again, if you are looking at whether you should protest, it's not just about NSAS. There is a constitutional provision.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who you think you are as a president. Buhari may be there today, tomorrow is another person. You should know that the power to become the president, to be the president, is accorded to you by the ground on the constitution. That same power accord the right of peaceful protest to Nigerians. And it is not even a fiat from the government that can take away that power. If you know you are not comfortable with Nigerians protesting peacefully, go to the National Assembly with a bill to repeal it and enact a law outlawing protest, peaceful protest. As long as the law is in place, the government have no right to tell Nigerians whether for the purpose of NSAS anniversary or for any other area where Nigerians feel not satisfied with the way the affairs of the country is being run, they have that right to go about peaceful protest as long as it's entrenched in the constitution.
Okay.
So the government have no right to threaten anybody. Is it now okay? Why is it that each time there's planned protest, you see police with their normal high-handedness arresting indiscriminately, brutalizing people? How many of them do you end up seeing them charging to court? They release them because they know that they have no laws to charge them. They know that you cannot try somebody with law that is not in existence. So that's why we are saying that if, as long as this law is in place, the government have no right to bar anybody from engaging in peaceful protest. That's the truth.
Okay. Peter Obi yesterday came out and he spoke on so many things. One of the things he said was that he holds federal government responsible for security failures in Anambra.
I think it is not, whether I come from him or from any other person, the government, federal government, it behoves of them to protect life and property, as we can see from the constitution. And that is why we have been talking about tinkering with the security architecture, with the constitution that is about who and who to have the command and control of the security system. Because the way it stands currently, the federal government is having monopoly over it, and they have not been able to address it. So that's why we're saying that tinker with it. I agree with him. The blame should be situated at the doorstep of the federal government. That argument. But where do we go from here? How do we find a way out of it? Is what I'm telling you now. That you should remove the issue of security from exclusive legislative list, put it on concurrent list, so that the state houses of assembly and the National Assembly can have concurrent jurisdiction over it. Just as you see the issue of VAT, value added tax, consumption tax, you saw that a federal high court in Rivers State ruled that the Rivers State government can collect value added tax, consumption tax, because it is neither in exclusive list, neither is it in it's not in concurrent list, it's not in exclusive list. So it's in the residual list. I am not advocating that it should be in the residual list, but do it in such a way that the state houses of assembly and the National Assembly, Senate and Rep can concurrent jurisdiction over it, so that the command and control can change, so that if you as a governor form a security arrangement, you have the power to empower them to bear act. Because you cannot just be going by the name of governor and chief security officer of the state just by that nomenclature when you do not have the power, any security power. I think it's the bane of the problem we're having currently.
Lastly, what's your advice to the youth and those that are getting to come out for the protest? What's your advice, despite the fact that the police?
My advice is that anybody that is coming out for protest should go about it within the ambit of the law, meaning it has to be peaceful. And my advice to the government is that the government do not have the right, no matter what is their opinion, to stop Nigerians from engaging in peaceful protest. And again, it is important to note that the reason you saw that level of wanton destruction of land and property that is unfortunate anyway during NSAS was as a result of the mishandling the situation by the government. Because come to think of it, before the unfortunate shooting at Lucky Toll Gate, there was no incidence of wanton destruction of life and property. That shooting necessitated it because people were angered. But unfortunately, this is where we found ourselves. But that does not take away the right of Nigerians from engaging in peaceful protest. And that does not take away the right of government from protecting life and property. So where the right of the other person stops is where the right of another person begins. So for me, everybody should play by the tenets of the law.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
So for purpose of Kingsley Martin, my number is 08034788137. The other number is 07089958243. Thank you very much.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Mr. Mati is a politician, Abi? He's a politician.
Well, he has served in such capacity, in one capacity or the other.
Okay, tension as youth plan mega anniversary, NSAS anniversary. Remember, this is a year, October 20th. Now the police, armored tanks, policemen deployed to Lekki Toll Plaza. Police across Nigeria join ranks. CP area commanders, DPOs, squadron commanders on red alert, warning that no protest should hold. What's your take?
Well, it's okay. I think it's not new, and we've been living with such threats and harassments on the parts of the federal government. So it's not a surprise, it's not a new thing. But I may want to start with, I had almost close to a nightmare, a dream yesterday. And I saw the Nigerian troops, because they are wearing Nigerian camouflage, scattered all over the streets of the southeastern region with so many armories, assorted rifles, in a situation that looks like you are declaring war. Now, when I woke up and I saw the people almost defending without arms, when I woke up, I began to doubt the sincerity of purpose of the recent military operation declared across the 4 regions of the country. You know, Nigeria is made up of 6 regions, and the military operation that was rolled up on the 1st of May, 1st of July, 1st of October, was meant to take place within 4 regions, and these regions are the North Central, which is Benue State and the surrounding. Then the South, the Southwest, and the Southeast were the main targets, and they declared it Golden Dawn. So I begin to think the sincerity of such person. What would have informed this military operation at this time? Why the 2 major regions that could be described as the most volatile most vulnerable region within Nigeria, we are exempted, which is the northeast and the northwest, where is of course predominantly have been overtaken by the bandits and the Islamic apologists you call the Boko Haram. You see, why we are this region not part of that oppression, military exercise? Why we are the only four regions we are mapped out for such exercise? What is the intent of that exercise? I called in and somebody told me that the presence of military armories and the personnel within the southeastern region is becoming alarming and unbearable. It's sending unnecessary panic to the entire people, and the world needs to know what is going on. Is it another war? Or is there any war that is going on that we don't know about? Apart from what already we are confronting, is there any ulterior motive? You see, after that dream, I begin to ask questions, and these questions are asking needs urgent answers. It's very unfortunate. What is really the main purpose why the only four regions were just captured? Why the northeast and northwest, which of course have been conquered by Islamic apologists, militias, Boko Haram, we are exempted? Would it mean that they have become a safe haven? I begin to doubt the personalities who are under military camouflage, whether they are true Nigerian militaries or a section of Boko Haram, who intend to conquer these regions that is not yet within their grip. So these are fundamental questions, and we are, the year winds up towards 2022. You know what the late Melafia said, that the Boko Haram or whatever, Fulani oligarchy or caliphate want to overrun the Nigerian state. So what is ongoing now should be worrisome, and everybody should be concerned. And you can see I learned there are parts of Imo State where over 70 houses were razed down by the military. Is it not the same tactics deployed by the Boko Haram? They raid over communities and burn down the houses. And you understand, in the east, we don't have mud houses. We have standard houses. Then if 70 houses we are brought down, raised down by the support ministry, and we are not in a state of war, as should be. I mean, they have gone overboard, and it is the military presence within the civilian settling is something as another serious concern and worry, and that is sending panic to my people. And this month, unfortunately, the governors of the eastern regions are the people, of course, that invited them. Just as you are saying, the prescription of indigenous people of Biafra wouldn't have been possible without their cooperation, their collaboration. So there is more to what we are seeing. It's likely the prophecy or what Melafia said is just coming to pass, and we don't know yet. And people are still talking about 2023. We are almost, the entire region have been circumvented. I have been surrounded by the supposed. I begin to doubt the sincerity of those military personnel under Nigerian military camouflage. Because if they are true military personnel that are trained to keep law and order, to foster peace and orderliness, they shouldn't resort to burning down of houses and killing and abduction of the young ones to unknown destination. So there are more to this, and every concerned citizen of the world should be disturbed about this development. It's very unfortunate. Just to talk about the answers, I told you that the answers, it is not a surprise. When they meant their threats, gave up their threat, they meant it. So the past is our experience. And even the governors of Lagos State and other key stakeholders are conspirators to this heinous crime that will be marking a year by in less than a week or 8 days today, have not been brought to book. So those people who died have died for nothing. But that is not true. They died for the cause of justice because they were only demanding for accountability, good governance. They're only demanding that things should be done the right way. They're only demanding that our common words, which should be equitably shared and distributed among all, should not only end up in the hands of few great and clueless political elites, which unfortunately are still parading themselves as the almighty. And it's very unfortunate. How long shall we continue in this level of assault, cruelty against humanity, where people are denied the right to live, the right to basic amenities, just basic amenities? Nigerians are still dying as a result of hunger, which has been conquered by several Western world, and we have more comparative advantage over other regions of the world. It's very unfortunate.
And also looking at the tension at Youth Plan Mega Anniversary EndSARS, police deployed to Lekki to Plaza, police across Nigeria are saying that they should not carry out this anniversary at all.
Why? It has become a history. It has gone down in history. So as far as the world is concerned, it has become part of a history of the world. So there's no way you can wish to, just for it to just evaporate. It has been part of the people. People were dead singing the national anthem. That's why I said this national anthem is more or less useless. If a nationalist, a citizen, which is the first office in a country, the office of the citizen is the first. If the citizens are reciting the national anthem in honor of Nigeria, and then we are an open fire they were gunned down by the supposed instrument of the state that should protect the people, then what do you think about that state? Isn't that a useless state that could not even protect her own citizens? People who are without arms, without any provocation, only because they are so greedy and selfish. They want to protect their only business interests at the expense of vibrant youths, the most intelligent and educated youths. You can see the way they conducted themselves. There were disciplines, there were orderliness in the procession of this protest, how they distribute the common basic foods that were available. You can see that if the youth were given the opportunity of which they know, they can turn this country to the best safe haven for investment and prosperity for all. There was orderliness until the government intercepted or interrupted the process by deploying assorted armories that should be used in a full-blown war against the people because they wanted to protect their business interests that they have been doing in extorting the people, collecting toll gate fee that ends up in their personal pockets. You see, the blood of these innocent people, most of which ended up being drawn because the proximity of that region is very close to the sea, and most people were not recovered. You see, and the police scattered away and mopped up the place before the dawn of the morning, only to tell us that nobody died. And after they told us that few people died, and the next is that nobody was and this. You see, making all sorts of concussions. If Sanwo-Olu were part of the youth that were gone down, he wouldn't have the opportunity to become the governor of Lagos State. The people that lost their life were more advantaged than Sanwo-Olu, than the vice president, that isn't the vice president, who enjoyed basic free education from Awolowo. And today he's telling us that Buhari is the best president of Nigeria. You see? Because he wouldn't want to be exposed by looting the trader money that was trusted in his under his watch. You see? These people cannot be trusted. We are only wearing a make camouflage that represents a particular people, becomes a crime, a treason offense against the state. Where have you seen that? You see, what is not a crime in Nigeria becomes a crime. It's very unfortunate.
Final thoughts.
I have no other final thoughts. If you want to contact me, there's someone that called and I couldn't get him. He said he wanted to get some information. My name is, I couldn't get his number because it goes through data award. My phone number is 0806 422 8967. I repeat, 0806 4228967. We cannot continue in this. What are the military doing within this region? Because if you can leave the most volatile and most vulnerable region of the country, and you try to mop up arms and face the 4 regions that are more safer than the northeast, the southwest, then there is something they must tell us. And of course, everybody should be awakened by this uncommon happenings in this recent time.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Mr.
Choose morning. How is it?
Fine.
Let's pray. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Lord God Almighty, I thank thee, I bless thee, I magnify your name for keeping every one of us alive. You don't allow enemy to take over our life. I said, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. I thank you for all our viewers abroad, within and without, that are viewing us. I thank thee, I said, Lord, be brave, be brave, because you keep every one of us alive. We are not dead. I thank thee on behalf of Philip TV, who provide these amenities for us, instruments for us, for we to hear our mind to all over the world and know for people to know the truth what is happening in Nigeria. I thank thee for keeping everybody in Nigeria. I thank thee because what enemy plan in Nigeria is not working. Because if not you, Father Yahweh, keeping Nigeria, it can become a different story. In the east, in the north, in the west, what is going on? But I thank thee, in the east, we are still making it, we are still living our life. I thank thee, you are protecting the people in the east. People are suffering for Biafra, you are still protecting them. People are suffering for Duduwa, you are still protecting them. Even in the north, Arewas, you are still protecting them. Father Yahweh, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. May your name be glorified. In the name of our Lord Jesus. I am Mr. Akbara. I still stand, and what I am is what I am, by God's grace.
Okay, Southeast National Assembly caucus seeking political solution to release Nnamdi Kanu. That's a very matter.
You see, Chukwu, I will not tell you lie, and I will not tell the whole world the lie. To my own belief, to my own understanding, I know, I believe or think that Southeast politicians are just playing game. They are not serious to release Nnamdi Kanu. Ike Kremado, last time he came and broadcast to tell us, if they will set committee, when they set committee to look into, to solve Nnamdi Kanu issue politically, to release him, they bring political dialogue, to bring him out. Since that very day, he said, when they are in process, he would like to enlighten the Igbos or the Easterners or the Biafrans, the process. But since that very day up to now, what is he saying? Tension, Igbo youth, Now, it's Igbo youth that are doing detention, not Igbo leaders, Igbo politicians. Ekweremad is just deceiving us. Ekweremad have taken the footstep of his father Zeke, because all those Igbo politicians, their father is Zeke. Those who did not stand on the liberation of their people, their father is Zeke. And if you look at the youth that are standing for the liberation of themselves in Biafra land, their father is Ojukwu. You see the differences? Even during the Biafran war, it was the youth that backed Ojukwu up. Zeke, Ombadiwe, Okpabiaseka, Margaret Ekpo, those that are come up in age that time, betray Ojukwu and Biafra. It was the youth that made Ojukwu to stand up to that 3 years or 3 years plus. If you watch it now, it's the same youth stand up with Nnamdi Kanu. These worn-out politicians, recycling politicians.
Worn-out politician.
It's a worn-out politician. What remain again? It's a worn-out politician. Very soon, his career will finish in politics. I'm telling you honestly. Look at his age. Look at his structure. You know that he's going down from vice senate president to other senate. Even though he's not the majority leader, minority leader in senate. He's just ordinary senate. Very soon, a vibrant youth will rise up in his senatorial zone and kick him out. I'm telling you honestly. So Ike Ekweremad is trying to deceive people, deceiving Igbos. What step is it not among those people who send Operation Battle Dance? Why do they beat him in German? Because of his character, double standard, hypocrisy. So forget about that one. All I know, I'm praying that God should bring Nnamdi Kanu out. But one thing I want to use this opportunity to advise federal government of Nigeria, whosoever is there, any ethnic group that is now controlling the government of Nigeria, mostly Fulanis, they should not allow Nigeria to witness another war. That's my advice to them. And what will be the remedy? They should forget about Igbo politicians. Igbo politicians are deceiving Nigerians. At the end, if Nnamdi Kanu succeeded and we get Biafra, these Igbo politicians that said they don't want Biafra, they will come and raise Nnamdi Kanu up, hand up, and give him one title. So you are DK, you are a hero, you are a brave man, you have made us proud. Now you are our son, we have recognized you. Some Igbo politicians, they will come and raise him up. So, government of Nigeria should not mind them. What I want government of Nigeria to do to make things to calm down, as this IPOB and other agitators and all youth all over Biafra land, southeast, are demanding Nnamdi Kanu to be brought out in this 21st of October. Let the federal government of Nigeria swallow their pride and give peace chance to reign. Let them produce Nnamdi Kanu. Let them produce Nnamdi Kanu to court. And try to make arrangement for his release. The man did not commit any crime. But let me tell you, not to Fulani that hold Nnamdi Kanu up to today. Not to Buhari that hold Nnamdi Kanu up to today. Not Nigeria government or any tribe holding Nnamdi Kanu today than Igbo tribe, Igbo speaking tongue. Because they knew the crime they committed in Igbo land. They are fearing that if they release this guy and the man come out and achieve what he wants, their life will be in danger. That's their fear. So it's better for them Nnamdi Kanu to die and for their sin to be covered. That's their main target. So I am pleading to federal government of Nigeria. It will give Nigerian government more respect, more honor in the international community to release Nnamdi Kanu. They will be recognized more as people who love peace. But the way they are going, look how the whole world are criticizing them. And why the world keeps silent up to this time? Because of what they are benefiting in this rumble and fumbling in Nigeria. That's why they say keep silent. But how long will they keep silent? Just first, Chespers said, no matter how you hide the truth, no matter how you bury the truth, one day, unborn generation will rise up and assume the truth. It will come out. That's what is happening now in Nigeria. That's what I'm saying. So federal government, I'm pleading to you, release Nnamdi Kanu, so there will be no any more chaos. Because what the Eastern youth, the Afro youth are saying, they stand on it. If Nnamdi Kanu they did not bring him out in this 1st October and set him free, I'm telling you honestly, both South and Southeast will be locked down. It will affect Nigerian economy. They may start tampering with Nigerian power, which is the crude oil. Nigeria acquiring jet, acquire weapon. Look at Nigeria. You will acquire weapon, acquire instrument of war, not for outside inventors, but for your own citizens. Since Nigeria was created, Nigeria haven't launched any external war against any country. They will tell you we are the big brother of Africa. That's what Nigeria will tell you.
They say you are the best.
That's glory be to God. Glory be to God, not me. Because it's God that created me.
But how would they release Nnamdi Kanu without the support of these politicians?
I say the politicians of Southeast are deceiving federal government. They want federal government name to be evil in the eyes of international community. I'm telling you honestly, what the Eastern governors are doing is not in favor of Nigeria. So Nigeria should rethink wise, not that the people are deceiving them, and swallow their pride and bring Nnamdi Kanu out. That's the only thing I'm telling them. Now look at, as I'm saying, Nigeria acquire weapon to attack his citizens that they're supposed to protect them. Look at, in the time of Bystanders, it happened in Odi. After Odi, it happened in Benue. During the time Victor Malu, the late Victor Malu, was chief of army staff. It happened in Benue, Bystanders regime. When this present government to enter, look at what is going on. Look at NSAS. The youth that are supposed to be of tomorrow. Mr. Kunle will come and shout, you to take over, you take over. Who the youth are going to take over? Is it this youth that the elderly people are killing? Because the youth want truth to surface in Nigeria. The youth want Nigeria to revive. The youth want two things to remain in Nigeria, then they were killed. Now, tell me how can Nigeria survive without the youth? Okay, go to Southeast. Because when I say Southeast, I want to use that word Biafra. And I'm going to use that word Biafra because Biafra has become a label. You know, trademark. Trademark is what Biafra have become to people from that area. Even though if you go outside the world, when you bring these people, their nickname is Biafra. That's their nickname all over the world. Even in a country that they hate them, when they go in that country, they say, this is Biafra. It will become a trademark on us. We cannot deny it. Let me tell you the truth. Now, go there. The people are dying at the youth. Go there. The people that died at the youth. Okay, go to Zamfara. Look at what happened in Zamfara. The people that are dying are the youth. Come in the West. Anything that you see dead body on the road, look at it. It's a youth. If Nigeria continue killing their youth, who will be tomorrow? How many people will remain tomorrow?
Okay.
The army, the leaders, the rulers are getting one up. If they kill the whole youth, is it only their family that will be occupy the surface of the land?
Finally, Mr. President, what do you suggest?
What I suggest, I'm still saying it. If, like, as I see Nigeria, if this present regime, if this present administration led by so-called Buhari did not take time, and they enter into war, whether with the Biafra or any other group, that will be the end of Nigeria.
Okay.
So let them avoid war and let whosoever want to go peacefully. Nigeria did not use war or share blood before they get their own independence. So I don't think that anybody that want to leave Nigeria should live with blood. Let them go peacefully. That's my own advice. So I believe in self-determination. Because without self-determination, Nigeria could not for the first time be a Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
I am Mr. Okpara. By God's grace, I remain what I am in my own native land. That's what I am. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Raphael. Good morning, sir.
I remain one of the Messianic or Messiah worshippers before the coming of Christianity. My forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. God, the father of Aaron. This is how they worship God. This robe, they wear it before they could go into the temple. No. The Jews put on robes. Now they can't put on robes. Are you listening to me? Now they can't dress like what? A rabbi. Until he was incarcerated. He's down now at DSS facilities. My name is Ralph Tresvant. Good morning to you over there, all over the world, our viewers in diaspora. Mr. Udeme, Kevin, my man Acho, Kayode Abo, many of you, Kelly, what's up? Emmanuel A. Green, this is one of our viewers. They are wonderful people. I remember you today. Nkechi, my auntie. I remember you today, Mr. Charles. I remember you today, Kenny. I remember all of you, please. If I forget to mention your name, don't be annoyed with me.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Tension as Youth Plan mega anniversary, NSAS anniversary.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Christian Chukwu comes 20th October of this month. 20th of this month, October. The youths are marching to where? To gates at Lekki. That's where Nigeria desecrated the land of the land west by spilling the blood of innocent youths of this country. They desecrated the land of the Yorubas, southwest, by shooting uncountable number of the youths, Nigerian youths, even though they cladded all over their body, chanting the national anthem with the national banner called what? Green, white, green. Could it be that that flag was when the Union Jack was in use here? Do you think that British would have released the blades? They would not have done that, because the British, they respect the Union Jack. Fulani man, Buhari, I don't call him president because he doesn't have what it takes to be a president. If you know the meaning of president, Pastor Matthew is not supposed to. He wouldn't have been calling him so that Mr. President, you are giving him an honor. Bible says, give honor to he that is deserved it. I don't follow religion. I follow Christianity and the Bible. Give honor to who honor is due. Someone that kills the youth, someone that spills blood, someone that supports Fulani herdsmen terrorism across Nigeria, someone that has been giving amnesty to Boko Haram. No. He shouldn't be respected. Are you listening to me? All roads lead to Lekki Gates, 20th October. Because of what? The youths are going to remember their loved ones.
Policemen deployed to Lekki.
No. I'm not seeing that.
Police across Nigeria join ranks.
No. United Nations is watching. There is a branch or department of UNO that is responsible or to checkmate. Do you understand? Genocide, massacre of innocent humans in the world. Listen, I want to name something for you. Christian, anytime you are talking or addressing the issue of the country called Nigeria, don't think that federal government is almighty. No. Let me name it in the order of the hierarchy or pyramid. Local government, states persist local government, federal persist states. I listen to me. Okay. ECOWAS persists federal, that is countries.
Why
I listen. African continent persists West Africa. United Nations persists Africa.
The verdict on Twitter. Federal government refused to obey.
Obey it. But you can look. Twitter is a giant social media, US owned. It's a US owned giant social media. Are you listening? This part of the world is different from America. Twitter is doing their business here. Unfortunately, the man in charge of Nigeria, affairs of this country, is an uneducated, illiterate fool.
Illiterate.
An illiterate.
I don't like food.
Okay, you don't like food.
Illiterate.
Illiterate. Thank you so much, because it has never happened to you. Eblozu wanketa n'isi. If we are odeka onwere hobo. But you will remember that dog whose child, puppy, corpse, dead body was carrying on the head. Nigeria has not affected you badly. I don't think we have known anything yet. Buhari, I know you are trying to checkmate or control this profession. It's an ethics. You are trying to maintain ethics. But let me tell you, what is bad is bad. In America, if Donald Trump or what's the name of this man, Joe Biden, mess up, they will treat his fuck up. Are you listening to me? Let us follow this life in a way God wants it. I know you are maintaining the ethics of this job. I'm telling you, Buhari is not supposed to be honored. If you know how many people that herdsmen, rendered homeless, over 700,000 people are in IDPs, internally displaced camp. Who are responsible? Bandits. Who invited bandits? Buhari. Who are responsible? Herdsmen. Who invited herdsmen? Buhari. Buhari is going to court against the states today, certain states, because of what? Anti-grazing bill. Nigerians, that's why Nigerians, I'm telling you the truth. Quote me. He has joined forces with what? Meiti Allah, the grand patron of Meiti Allah across West African countries in school. Who will give me? This is a quiz. Buhari, you don't know. He's not the overall president or chairman. Buhari. The man is evil. So you know, I want me to paint him blue, yellow, and red. When my brothers and sisters were being killed and maimed in the Congo community and the Brak Oyo state, when my brothers and sisters are being killed and maimed in Ebonyi state, in Enugu state and Anambra state, Imo state and Abia, Taraba state, everywhere. You are trying to tell me that I should paint Buhari blue and red, golden color. No! What is bad is bad. Let us get it right. We are operating federalism. America is operating the same presidential system of government, federalism. Okay, we're not different from Americans. It's only understanding and mindset. It might be mentality. Our mentality here might be different from theirs. Okay, the way they treat Trump fuck up and Joe Biden fuck up is the way Buhari fuck up should be treated here.
Okay, from Ekwere Madu. Southeast National Assembly members seeking political solution to Kanu's release.
Thank you. Yes. It has come so late because we've known their own antecedents and shortcomings. We know the origin of Kanu IPOB's problem in Nigeria. We know when it got so messier than before. Thank you. That these governors, that Ekwere Madu, and some of them, most of them, they are the ones that orchestrated what is going on now in the southeastern Nigeria. When they have seen that the security has gotten out of hand in the southeast, now they are coming together to address it. If Ekwere Madu likes, he should go to Aso Rock and table it before Buhari. That is good for him. He should have done that so earlier. Nobody is a moron or a fool. We are all men. We are from the what? southeastern Nigeria, and you know that people from the east are wise men. What Ekweremadu is doing now is like an announcement after the raid, the actual church service. Oka na ka no ka mgbede. Instead they ka oka no toto oga toto. Ejeze ka we no oga mgbede. Don't you know? Well, are you not an Igbo man? Ekweremadu is now coming out to address the issue, bordering on incarceration of this guy to release him. MNK is doing well, but how far? How well? He would have started earlier so that everybody will hail him. Now, some people will meet that kind of gesture with the kind of feeling I'm having right now over that. We are human beings. People will hail him. People will say, ask questions. Why not before? Why now? Are you listening to me? Thieves, bandits, thieves, killers, armed robbers, terrorists in the north. You know how their elders, you know how their brothers, their uncles have been treating their matters over the years. We are talking about almost 15 years now. They handle it with what? Levity. Because they believe they are their youths. But myself, you, our so-called senior brother Ekweremadu and his what? Colleagues, political colleagues. They are now waking up by now. Well, Ekweremadu is trying, but sir, good morning, sir. You are just waking up. Good morning, sir, on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. It has come to so late. Not that you are not doing the needful. You are trying, but sir, you have come so late to do that. I wish you good luck. So, my brother, as I'm talking to you now, somebody is down in this DSS facilities. Are you listening to me? Suffering, gnashing his teeth, being fed by Coca-Cola company, not his dear beloved wife. His name is MNK, Nnamdi Kanu. He has not seen the light of the day for over 2 months now, 3 months now. How do you see it? Risking you being in his own condition, risking I myself being in his own condition. I would not feel well. Okay. I would be so sad. I will feel so down.
Okay, thank you.
Christian, you are thanking me. I don't know how is it that my time often just goes down and whisk away like that. Or time because of the okay, I understand. Let me tell you, I'm not happy with the situation of the country. We are going to do that anniversary. We are going to remember our beloved brothers and sisters that were wasted away last year by Fulani herdsmen called Buhari. They were killed. They were pursued and chased into the high sea. Most of them were thrown into the sea after being shot. And they went down to the sea floor and mixed up with the mud. They could not even recover the bodies now. Do you know how many families that were looking for their children now? Untraced. Do you know that? Oga, a lot of things have gone wrong in Nigeria. And time has come for us to address it. Nigerians in diaspora, I thank you for watching. My name again is Ralph Tresvant. My number is 090-191-48906. By the special grace of God, within 18 hours, I will be on WhatsApp. I'm going to send hi.
Good morning, Mr. David.
Good morning to you, Mr. Bystanders.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Let's take a quick look at the NSAS anniversary that is due to happen this month. As a young person and probably someone that participated in that, what's your take on police brutality?
Thank you to all our viewers here in Nigeria and to the ones in the diaspora. I want to say a very big shout out to Mommy Nkechi. I want to correct something online. Mr. Brown, he said we are promoting Southeast destruction. He said we the reviewers, yeah, we are promoting Southeast destruction. Nobody is promoting evil. Nobody is coming here to promote where the region where we come, where we hail from. There should be what destruction there. What we are only saying here is that the injustice in this entity, in this contraption called Nigeria, is too much. One region has been sidelined. That is the point I want you to get. Nobody is promoting evil. Nobody wants to bring down the government of the day. Let the government of the day, let them know they should not bring themselves down, because they are the one bringing themselves down. If you cannot dialogue with people in the east, if you cannot dialogue with President Nnamdi Kanu, that is the high point of it. Because now, if Mr. Brown, how would you feel? How would you, I'm putting this question to you, Mr. Brown. Now you have a younger brother in the house. Who your does? Which your dad pampers? If he does things that need to be caned, or like you need your dad to correct him, your dad will not correct him. But if you not done, but if you did not do anything, your dad would look for cane and start flogging you. Will you feel happy? That is the country we find ourselves. Whereby Gumi has been working hand in hand with bandits. As president deemed fit to arrest him. No, that is the injustice we are fighting for. That is society we find ourselves. Nobody is saying we should burn down Southeast. Southeast is our region. If Southeast is being destroyed, there's no place we'll fall back to. If Southwest is being destroyed, there's no place we'll fall back to. What we are saying that if you don't treat one part of the country as if they are lord over the other people, that is the injustice we are crying about. The North now virtually owns everything in Nigeria. Go to all the federal, ranging from the appointment, ranging from now of recent, the person that was giving the license to import flour, it was only Dangote giving the license to import flour and sugar. Are you telling me in this country you don't have other businessmen who are capable from the southwest, from the southeast, or from south who want to venture into the business? Why must he give only Dangote the license? That is what mono economy. Only one person dictating how the markets move, and you want to have a robust economy. It will not go well. That is the injustice I want Mr. Brown to understand. Nobody, Mr. Brown, he doesn't like Nigeria more than I do. Yes. So if it is because he's in US, we are drumming, we are canvassing against Nigeria. I'm not. I'm only speaking out against the injustice in the system, and that is what everybody is also speaking out to. Does he think he is not patriotic? No, he's not. If he's not patriotic, he will not leave Nigeria and travel abroad. Let him come back to Nigeria. So he should not even bring down one. If you want to comment, let him just comment. Nobody's trying to bring down Southeast or South. Southeast is our region. Nobody's bringing it down. But what we are saying is that let peace be restored and let the needful be done. Now, this is so glaring. You romance with bandits. You arrested Mazikanu. You refuse to proscribe bandits as terrorists, but you proscribe IPOB as terrorists. So is that not injustice? What does Mr. Brown need again for me to elaborate my point? What does he need again? So he should not even bring in that is he should not bring that as sentiment online. I've quoted about your question.
Let's look at the anniversary, the NSAS anniversary. That is a bill to hold on this month. Some youth are organizing a protest to mark what happened last year's October. But the police is saying that nothing like that should happen.
I stand to be corrected today. I don't know if protest is now illegal in this country. Because last time I checked, protest is our constitutional right. Is our fundamental human right as citizens. A peaceful protest. Nobody is going to carry arms. Nobody is going to kill anybody. The last protest during the instance, who hijacked the protest? It was the same government. They hijacked the process. I don't know. That is what Martin Amika said. Nigeria is now a zoo. How can you say people should not protest? In a democratic settings, you need government permission.
Yeah, the last protest caused so much destruction.
Which destruction? It was the government that singularly sponsored the towns that was orchestrated that evil. The youth, before that protest was being hijacked, 2 weeks, I was in Alausa, sitting there, working there in front of government house. It was peaceful. It was orderly. Even the general himself redeemed about the Baba Adeboye was bringing food to us. His son Leke Adeboye came to address us. Everything was going orderly until some miscreants in government hijacked it. The youth did not destroy anything. It was the government themselves that destroyed the properties themselves. because they know that now these people, this government, they are what, they are unseen. You will not see them, so they will not use that against the youth, saying it was the youth that it was the government themselves that destroyed their properties. The government of the day hijacked the process. No youth. Who control this town? Is it not government? Eh? Can I do I have money to pay them? Who use them during electionary period? It's not this them, the same government. So what are we saying? But the city of Lagos should not bring in politics into this. He should not bring in politics. He is a public servant. Let him just respect himself, and let us go along ahead with this planned protest. Nobody's coming down to kill you. Nobody's bringing down Lagos. But we just want to hear our grievances for those that lost their life during the NSAS, during the last killing, during the Lekki massacre. We just want to remember them. These people are what heroes who need to be celebrated. And now someone have told you to stop the planned protest. What kind of country is this? What kind of country is this? Now, is Mr. Brown listening to this? A country, a democratic country, is now saying no protest. And that's the same country you want me to support? Eh? I don't know if Mr. Brown is an agent of this present government. Yeah, maybe it's working for them. Yes, maybe it's working for them. That is why he's always supporting them. When they see injustice, they will not speak out. All their problem is Southeast. I don't know what Southeast has done wrong to them. But today, I want to say it categorically. The protest we hold 20th of this month. I will join the protest. Just like what happened the last year, NSAS. I was on ground. I participated. It is my right. It is my obligation. I will join the protest. So the city of Lagos should be aware.
You join the protest.
I will join the protest.
But the police.
Who?
CP nobody.
Who is CP? Who is CP? CP that is being paid by taxpayers' money. He's a public servant. He cannot tell us what to do. We've done the necessary procedures. The things that need to be. A letter has been sent to him. Rather, instead of CP, should give us policemen that will guide us. That is what he's supposed to do. That is the job of the public servant. He should send policemen that would make sure that nobody is that no life is lost during that protest. He's not countering us, saying that we should not embark on the protest. You can see the country for ourselves. You can see the kind of stupid country for ourselves. He is the security officer of the state. Rather, we've written to him. He should give us policemen that will safeguard every protesters. None of them should be us. Now he's not countering us. The political elite have given him money to come and counter us. These people are the major reason Nigeria would not be a better place, because these people are the people the political class used to oppress people. Yes, this is the practical example. You should not bring in politics, because I don't blame him, because maybe he's also just for one political appointment. You can see the above Lagos, when he retired as the CP, he became over appointment. So maybe they are very loyal to them. People at the top, because eventually by next 2 to 3 years he will retire and he will start looking for slots. So he does not want to offend or disrespect his paymasters. Imagine kind of country we find ourselves. No such country.
Okay. Let's also.
What they say?
No. Okay. I'm not saying anything. Lastly, let's look at Southeast National Assembly caucus seeking political solutions to release Nnamdi Kanu.
Southeast, kudos to Senator Eina Abadibe. He has been vocal in this city. He has been championing this cause of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when in the first instance when Mazi was arrested, he even volunteered. He signed the bail bond. So close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And kudos to the governor of Abia State, Governor Ikpeazu, for he said that the federal government should find a lasting solution. They should reach out to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has said all Southeast governors should meet, and I know the governors of Imo State will not come. The governor of Ebonyi will not be there, because these are saboteurs in the Southeast. So please, whatever needs to be done, let the federal government work hand in hand with the southeastern government to release it. Because if Manikamlu is not released, my mother, there will be no peace. Just let us link Manikamlu to the Nigeria Mandela. Mandela has fought for many years. That is how a freedom fighter is. You will not relent. You have this zeal to fight that. I'm fighting for my people. I'm fighting a just cause. So please, let the government, if they want peace in Southeast, the ball is in their court. They know what to do. Mazin Mikalu is the solution. Let them reach out to him. Because that's like if they want to pay ransom. If the government they want to pay ransom in the north, they reach out to who? They reach out to Gumi. And Gumi is now the intermediary. So let's then reach out to the Southeast caucus or the governors in the north. That is it. Or else, my brother, nothing will go down. Nothing will go well. Thank you for having me, Mr. Christian. Shout out to Kayode Agbo. Thank you for reaching out to me yesterday. May God Almighty bless you in thousand folds. Mr. Kayode Agbo, and to Mommy Nkechi in London. Kudos to you, Mommy. God bless you. God Almighty bless you. And to those that keep watching Flip TV, that have taken a regular routine to watch Flip TV. Thank you, and please tell your friends, let them subscribe to Flip TV. That is where you get the undiluted information from the grassroots. It is not one that will start to mix agbo, mix okazi soup, mix misale soup, mix egusi before bringing out. This is where you get it raw. From the average Nigerian. Thank you, and thank you. Kudos to the host, to the best anchor, Mr. Christian Chukwu, and thank you to the CEO of Flip TV, Mr. Bedu. You are the real MVP.
Papa, come and say thank you also, Chris Kola. Thank you for support.
Yeah, thank you. I support very well. Just to love the top here, I support them very well.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chris Kola. Thank you very much, Mr. Kayode Agbo. Thank you very much for being for lending your hand to the analysts and also reviewers, and also our Papa here, the professional bystander. This morning, that's what we call him, professional bystander. He's always here showing his physical support, solidarity. He is the OES member. He's a spectator also, cheering up the analysts this morning. Papa, what's your name? Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, thank you very much for being with us. Okay, thank you very much, everyone that has been active on this platform this morning. We are saying a big thank you. You can see that we have a new application. You can see that things are changing. Thank you for your support, for being there for us, even at the point whereby we are having technical problems. Others that have contributed to our GoFundMe and also contributed to whatever we are doing here today. I say a big thank you from Christian Chukwu. We have moved to the end of Bystanders Newsstand this morning. Thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davis. And also thank you, boss Flip TV, Mr. Abiodun Oli. We are on Facebook, Flip E247 on Facebook, E247 on Facebook, Instagram, Flip TV NG. Get there and get more updates and also exciting programs. I'm Christian Chukwu. You can reach me on Facebook, Christian Chukwu on Facebook. You can reach me, Christian Chukwu. And as we get over from there, bye for now. To move by tomorrow, God's grace and God's willing. Thank you.